time just gushing over Emmy and Golden Globe winner Jeffrey Tambor. He's, of course, known for his roles on The Larry Sanders Show, Arrested Development, and most recently, Transparent. Well, now he has written a memoir. It's called Are You Anybody? And to help promote it, Jeffrey sat down for an interview with 4 tough interviewers, his kids. Take a look.
Okay.
What was it like to make your Broadway debut? Opposite acting legend George C. Scott.
Well, George C. Scott, you don't know, was a very famous actor. He did Patton, and I was very nervous making my debut. A debut is hard. There's also my debut making a book.
It is indeed. Jeffrey Tambor, good morning.
Thank you.
It is your debut as a memoirist.
And today is actually the debut day. It's on. I'm going to go to a bookstore and actually look at it.
I mean, is this like giving birth? Is this just so exciting? Like,
well,
here's my memoir.
I haven't given birth, but I've attended birth, so I guess it's somewhat like that. I've always, it's not known, but I co-own a bookstore in Los Angeles, Skylight Books, and this is like a bucket list thing. I'm going to actually be reading a book in a bookstore. So my kids are actually the genesis of this. I was driving my daughter Evie to school one day. She's 10 years old, to flute class, and she said, "What is it you do again?"
And, she still doesn't know.
Because some days they'll be seeing me as George Senior. One day as Maura. I also do the voice now of a burrito, and they just don't quite get it. And for a while they were telling their friends that I eat lunch for a living because they would come to the set for lunch. So they would tell he eats lunch.
Well, the title, Are You Anybody, comes from a story early in your career, a guy waiting outside Broadway.
A legend. I was an autograph seeker, 44th, walked outside of the Broadhurst Theater. I had 3 lines in the play. Sly Fox, "You look wonderful, sir," said 3 times. He looked at me and he said, "Are you anybody?" And I paused for 30 seconds and I said, "No." And I thought, that is sad, isn't it? You got sad for a second.
I did.
I know. And so I wrote the book, Are You Anybody? It's not about getting an autograph. It's about getting to this age.
It's about everything. And you know what's interesting? It is funny. It's very you.
Yeah.
But there were parts that broke my heart.
Well, that's kind of what we do on Transparent. Life is zig and zag, and life happens with tears, and it happens with laughter, and that's what I was trying. My big thing is I wanted to make sure that I was just talking. It's like I'm talking to my kids, and hey, this is what Dad does, and this is the laughs, and and sometimes you cry at dinner. Sometimes you cry at dinner, and sometimes you laugh at a funeral. Life is funny. You
wrote about how to be an actor, to really do this career, you have to have this fire in the belly. And you worked in this career. You were successful in that you were a working actor for decades before you became a household name. Did you ever lose that fire in the belly?
No, I don't know why. That thing between action and cut seems to be just, I'm addicted to it. I love it. I was at the theater the other night. We went to see Hamilton, and we were to see.
I've heard of that show.
Yeah, it's pretty good. They're actually great. And when the lights go down, and there's that thing where everybody gets quiet, I still just get very, very moved, and I'm very fortunate. In the top of the book, there was an actor. We did Julius Caesar in Repertory Theater, and he read my palm. He was somewhat of a savant, and he said, "It's going to happen for you, but it's going to happen very late." He didn't tell me this late.
He could have been more specific.
Yeah, and he could have been younger because I need a nap.
Tell me, speaking of napping, you have a habit that's quite interesting.
What is?
Having to do with coffee?
Oh, phew. I thought it was another habit.
Wait, would you have another one?
No, it's not for public. Yes.
You drink, we'll tell everyone what you do.
I did it this morning. I make coffee. I put it on the bedside at night, and I wake up in the morning. I read for a half hour with cold coffee. It comes from my San Francisco State days when I was a student. $48 a semester, ladies and gentlemen. That's true, by the way. $48.
Things have changed.
You can't go to Starbucks for $48.
You can't get an iced coffee for $48 anymore.
You can't get a brewed anything. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. Oh, I should ask you, Jason Bateman just tweeted that there might be more Arrested Development, and you know I can't let you out of here without asking.
I know.
So
I think it was an
dish?
illegal tweet. Jason is the actor on the show, is that correct?
That is correct,
very,
as you know.
Very fond of him. We're not supposed to say anything so verbally. But
wait.
I can't do. I really can't say anything.
Okay.
I can't. It just would be wrong, and they would get very, very mad.
Okay, I won't press you on it.
Actually, we'll get emails probably from my being reticent today.
We better drop it then.
Yes.
The book is called Are You Anybody?
My reps right now are going, oh my God.
No, they're not. They're saying, great, hold that book up again. One more time. The book, Are You Anybody? Jeffrey Tambor.
You know what's interesting is that there's not much difference.
Well, I mean, it looks like you.
Can we do something like this in post? Control room, can you do something here?
You look fabulous. By the way, if you can control room, I hope you're doing it for me too.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.